we let's open up the pre-show first, and then
Yeah,
talk
do that.
about Star
Let's do
Trek
that.
crushes.
Let's do that.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody. This is the pre-show where we talk about what we're going to do on the show. It's always easy on Monday because we know what we're doing already. It's brought to you by Spinwiz Comics, spinwizcomics.com, also on iOS and Android, but don't take my money for it. Yes, spinwizcomics.com. It's basically free comics, y'all. I mean, really, that's all you need to know. You go to that website, you go to that app on your phone or your tablet, you look around, and all of the damn comics that are there are free to read. Free comics. And since you're listening, we know you love comics because shit, that's all we talk about. But right now, we're going to talk about this is weird. Let me get this out of the damn way. Our Star Trek crushes. Yeah, I'll give it up for Dr. Beverly for sure.
Did, man. I don't know what it is.
She banged a lot of ghosts.
Anyway. Yeah, right? Dude, what was that about?
I'm sorry, it's 7 of 9 for me. I know it's the go-to
really?
answer.
Oh, that is the go-to answer.
The hottest,
answer.
There's just I want to say, oh, there's just something about 7 of 9. I know what it is. Jerry Ryan's hot as fuck. That's what it is.
Yeah, see,
they dressed her in costumes that made her pass out on set. So yeah, dude.
I'm not a blonde guy, so I'll admit, like Kira, Dax, and Crusher were
Dax.
Man, Dax, man, Terry Farrell,
so great.
Yeah, so great.
Married a Nimoy.
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
Married, Leonard Nimoy's kid, which is so weird to me.
That is weird. Keeping it in the sci-fi family.
I was gonna say, definitely keeping it in
they probably went to 8 or 9 cons a year together.
Oh,
you know, they probably got to know each other pretty well. We're going to talk about the books coming out later this week in a little bit, but this is typically the part of the show where we talk about what we're going to do on the show. That's all we're going to do.
Yeah, we're going to talk about comics.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the comics dropping tomorrow and Wednesday. And Jules, what struck, and Adam too, because he wasn't here. What did you guys like this weekend? What was hot? What was not? In terms
comics
of
wise, honestly, wasn't. But what I read, I didn't really get that much of a chance to dig into as much stuff as I wanted to.
Yeah.
Like most of the Image stuff, I just didn't have time to get around to. But most of the big two stuff I read was kind of disappointing.
Batman 105.
Batman was. Death Metal was okay, but I'm just done with Death Metal.
It was such filler.
It was filler.
I'm just done with Death
Metal.
Metal.
Like a waste. It felt like an
X-Force was good. I liked X-Force. New Mutants was okay.
Ever learn?
No, he never learns.
He never learns a lesson. He was straight up wrong, and he's like, "All right, we did it to Colossus."
That's the whole point of Beast. He's the smartest guy in the room, but he's not the wisest guy in the room.
It's God.
All intelligence, zero wisdom.
It's very frustrating, dude. It's very frustrating. And if you read New Mutants, Professor Xavier. Well, no, I guess it was X-Force too, because the 5 was saying, "No, are we really going to do this?" And Professor X like, "Nah, X-Force can do whatever the hell they want." Man, all the meat's happening or I guess all the good stuff is happening in X-Men, you know, all the stuff that's building. But dude, the story of the new X-Men status quo, that's being told in X-Force, dude.
Yeah.
It really
I really like that book. I really like that book.
X-Force was really good. It was probably the best big 2 book that I read this week.
Yeah, I agree. What else? Anything else?
I was gonna say, I thought it was a pretty solid week for Image and Marvel, which is like the continuing saga for me this year.
Yeah.
I liked a lot of books I read.
Stillwater was so good.
Oh my God.
I did catch up on that one, and We Only Find Them When They're Dead.
That book was awesome too.
It was okay.
I like it. I'm not falling off that book.
They found it. They found it.
Yeah,
that is true. They did find one that wasn't dead.
They did find one that wasn't dead, but you know what? The thing about sci-fi stories like this is it's never as good as it seems. And you just always feel like, and that was the thing about this last issue, is it felt so fun. I was like, there's a twist that's gonna bite me in the ass in the story, and I'm really excited for it.
I don't know about that.
I trust the Ewings.
I'm waiting.
Trust
on
them.
but we'll see.
I'm waiting on it too.
Did
But
any of you guys read Salmon is Talking Gun? You guys were talking about that earlier last week. I
did.
never got around to it.
It was okay. It set up the premise that this dude has a gun that talks, right? And it did that a lot with a lot of really good action sequences. But in terms of telling the story, it feels like a revenge story, but we didn't actually get to
What he needs
confirm
revenge
that.
for.
And confirming it. We're not really sure why he's killing everybody. He's like a super assassin. He had a super assassin buddy, and his dad and the one dude's grandfather were really tight, and they started this thing, and they're kind of like, I don't know, they're like brothers, so they're always trying to one up each other, but I think it takes a little bit of a turn. It kind of reminded me of Ghostmaker and Batman a little bit.
I was gonna say, you know what it reminded me of was Joe Kelly's Deadpool.
Okay.
In like the best way. In that, like, it was a lot of fun.
Sure.
I don't know what's going on. It seems both
I
like
don't know what's going
a lot
on
of
either.
fun.
That premise is so fun, though.
So fun though, exactly. And that's what it reminded me of. Like when Deadpool was Deadpool, the premise had been elevated to a place where you kind of knew where the book was going, but you never knew where the book was going.
Yeah.
And I had that feeling while reading it. I got a lot of nostalgia reading it. It did. It felt like 90s Deadpool in the best ways.
Cool.
Not
Well,
Liefeld's Deadpool.
let's wrap
Never
up the pre-show. We're going to do another Geek Tyrion. I got to get with the bullies to see if they're going to choose one. If not, I think it's on Jules. Anyway, we're also going to do top 5. Same thing there. I got to get with everybody else and figure something out. But next Tuesday, not tomorrow, next Tuesday, are you guys down for the end of the year extravaganza?
Yeah.
We'll just shoot the shit for an hour.
Yeah, let's do it.
About our favorite things from the year. And awesome. So get ready for that, y'all. That is going to be a fucking blast. Can't wait.
It's gonna be a good time.
So yeah, thanks for hanging out for the pre-show. Stay tuned for the rest of the show. The pre-show was brought to you by spinwizcomics.com. Also on iOS and Android. It's free comics, y'all. Let's get on with this thing. I think it's going to play.
Well, there's an electricity in the
There's
air.
an electricity in
It's a
the air.
palpable hue of anticipation.
Oh, yeah. The video last night got taken off of Facebook because of The Office. Michael going, no, please, God, no, no.
Really?
Like, what the hell? Yeah, it was like 10-second clip. So stupid. Greetings, geeks. Welcome back. It's another episode of This Geek in Comics, Outright Geekery's comic book shit talk show.
Shit Talk Show.
I am your co-host Gomer. With me, as always, for the Monday Nighter, Adam Normal, Jules True. How is it going, gentlemen?
That's good.
It's going all right.
Good. Pre-show was good. That makes it seem like it's going to be a pretty good regular show. So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited.
It'll be a good time.
You just want to bust right into it? Get it
Yeah,
done?
let's do it.
Yeah, I love busting into it.
We said that today.
That is not the right button. The keyword phrases here, as always, if you see something, say something. If there's a book that you see that you want us to talk about, just mention it in the comments section, and we will definitely bring it up. We do DC first because they come out first here in just a few short hours.
Yeah.
Action Comics, does anybody even care anymore? Come on.
I think this is Bendis's last issue on it.
Look.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think this is Bendis' last issue, and we don't just.
I am semi interested in this just because Jimmy Olsen now owns the Daily Planet, but that is literally the only thing
That's not going to
that
carry.
I semi care about.
That's not going to carry.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
None of this is going to carry.
Yeah.
Now that Bendis's run is over with Superman, we can see none of the shit that he did is going to carry to anything. All he did was introduce a bunch of concepts and then dip out before he could do anything with them.
Yep.
That's what he does
With
with a
all
lot
that
of
said,
books.
and I do agree, I'm excited for his Justice League. The team is hype. He does better on a team book.
Guys do better on the team book.
All right, I know Bendis has sucked
You say that, but
badly.
Young Justice has been shit.
It has. You're
Yep.
right. Bendis has sucked for a while, but
I'm still holding
he
out,
gave
and
us
he's
he gave us
tanking them
New
on purpose.
Avengers. He gave us
Yep.
Jessica Jones. He gave us Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Miles
but that was like a
Morales.
decade ago.
It
What is he
was.
doing for us now?
It was. You're right.
You
And
know
Taylor
what, but-
said the same thing last night. What have you done for me lately?
Honestly,
And I
though,
have to see. So
honestly,
I'm giving him one issue. That's it. Carry
I'm just
me,
gonna say this.
and I'll pick it up for a whole arc. Carry me, and I'm on it for the whole run.
I just feel the thing that's really, I don't know. I just feel like this whole Justice League run though is going to be him trying his damnedest to get Naomi over
Oh,
as
without
a
a doubt.
character.
Does he have to? She's already got a show.
Yeah.
Confirmed. Does he even
Yes.
have to? Does it even matter?
I don't know if it does matter.
Maybe for him it matters. You know what I mean? Like
I'm just gonna
wants
say
to get
this.
her over.
I'm gonna say this in defense of Brian Michael Bendis,
Do
but
it,
also
sure.
to bury him and to bury DC all at one fell swoop.
Yeah.
The problem with Bendis's run on Superman and everything he's done in DC so far, as compared to, and you can say, what has he done for me lately? That Iron Man run with Doom at the end was.
That Iron Man run sucked.
I liked it. I liked all the new
What was
characters
it?
he introduced.
It's
But I
something-
loved Infamous Iron Man specifically.
Infamous
That's
Iron
what it
Man was
was.
okay,
That's
but
what's
the
cool.
Iron
That's
Man
what
stuff
you want.
leading up to that in Civil War II was shit.
It was
It
terrible.
was all
I'll
shit.
give you all of that. I'll give you all that.
It was all
My-
terrible.
What I'm going to say, though, is Bendis does well with character stories, with personal narrative. And
Okay.
DC doesn't have any characters that have personal narratives.
He's got
We're
that
talking-
now, though.
Yeah, he's got that now, but here's the thing. DC's
have
problem has always been they have a group of gods, of unattainable Greek gods who have this ambiguous sense of morality that absolutely nobody can relate to. And that's run them in circles for literal generations. I mean, dude, they're like the Norse gods. They're running through Ragnarok all the time and recycling constantly. The difference between Marvel and DC is the relatable person. And the thing that Bendis has done better than all of his books is creating these relatable moments that give you characters that you understand because they go through a similar plight as the reader
I
themselves.
think he can
You
do that
can't
with
do
this.
that with-
I think he can do
You
that
can
with
do
this
that,
Justice
maybe.
League.
Yes, but at the same
He can
time,
have that damn image.
that's what
Go
made
ahead.
the Superman run absolutely impossible to read. Is
Yeah.
like he doesn't know how to write Superman because nobody
I do
does
have
at this point. Superman is
I
not.
have the. Let me pop this
That's
up.
not true. I mean, I think Tomasi was doing a fine job
Oh, I
before he came
agree.
around.
Tomasi was doing a fine job. This is the problem with DC is they won't evolve their characters. They are name brands.
Yeah.
They have
And
to
that, I
have.
think that's what made that Tomasi run so great was because it was an
I
evolution of
agree.
Superman.
I
It was
absolutely
Superman.
agree.
It was Super Dad.
You're Super Dad. I love Super Dad. I love Super Dad. Oh, whatever. Whatever. You can meet me. I love it. Hey, man, DC's my first love. And my problem with it is that they don't want readers to stay readers. They want new readers every year. They do everything to get new readers every year. They're constantly resetting these characters back to the status quo. Well,
Yeah.
Future State is all it is to get new readers. And then we'll get
Sure.
new readers. That's
Sure.
all that their t-shirts, their TV shows, their movies, their name brand recognition names, and they treat the comic books that way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you look at this team in terms of Bendis taking over a team book, and you saying there has to be some sort of personal dynamic that the
That's
reader
why
can relate
I
to.
see an arrow
Green
and
Arrow,
Canary.
Black Canary. is
I
great.
agree. I just
Black
said it.
Adam is a great. Black Adam is basically a clean slate that he can almost.
Well, they got to start pimping him out for the Rock movie. You know?
Exactly.
Hippolyta,
But that-
Hippolyta or whatever. I always say her name wrong. Hippolyta. That's not Wonder Woman in the front there. That
Nope,
is
that's definitely
Hippolyta.
Mom. Hippolyta.
She's basically a clean slate that he can work on coming out of Future State with whatever happens to Wonder Woman. He's going to be able to mold that, pardon the pun, into whatever he wants. Naomi's his. He already's got her. The
Right.
three on the right, I don't know. Superman, Aquaman, Batman, you just do with them whatever. The real question is, which Batman is this? Because Future State sort of puts a question mark at the end of that.
I think he uses Fox because it's Bendis.
Exactly. I think so too. I think he's going to round out the team. If you look at the team, there are people of color on the team, but I'm not sure you can count Black Adam and Hawkgirl.
No, so I think he
Those
will
are the
use
only,
Fox.
and Naomi,
Yeah,
but Naomi's
Naomi.
his own thing. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a solid team. Bendis is definitely good at working with teams. So
I'm not going to
No
disagree.
Green Lantern on that team.
No
No Green Lantern on that team. I talked about that a little bit last night. Green Lantern Season 2 is still going on in March. So it's going to be Morrison's book. I agree with some of you saying, but
It's ending though at
awesome.
12.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, good luck.
That March is literally the last issue of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully in January we'll learn about an April book because they only have like 34 books.
Yeah.
Well, we already know. They already announced the Green Lantern book that's coming out.
Well, that's the Future State book, though, isn't it?
No, they announced the one after it too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the same guy. It's the same team.
Same guy. Yeah, it's the exact same team.
Awesome. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. We talked about it because it's following
John Stewart.
Yeah. Okay.
He buried Hal.
The last issue of Batman Beyond.
Yeah. Final issue.
It's been a solid book.
Yeah, that's a
love that
not
cover,
bad.
man. Love that Francis Manapul cover.
I love Sean Chen too.
Pop it up. That is tight.
Yeah, that is a really sick cover.
Moving on, Superman Batman number 15. I'm pretty sure this is the final issue of this as well.
No, it's going on afterwards. It's the last Joshua Williamson run issue, but it's still going afterwards. What's his name?
Gene
the guy who did New Superman is taking it over.
Yep, Gene Luen Yang or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that should be okay. I know Taylor.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Creator.
I like that guy a lot. I've liked all his books, honestly.
Batman, White Knight presents.
Even though they never finished the Terrifics, that still pisses me off.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I was really into that Terrifics book.
I was
here on that at the beginning.
Yeah, it was Jeff Lemire at the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, I dropped it when Lemire left.
It was still good after he left. Yeah. But they never published the last 3 issues. I think they dropped them digitally, but not physically.
What a kick in the balls!
I know.
Matteo Scalera doing a Harley Quinn cover. That's pretty fat. It's pretty rad.
Oh, that's a sick cover.
Yeah,
I love Scalera's art.
It looks like he's doing some of the interior art on this. I didn't realize the Harley Quinn was a Matteo Scalera book.
Maybe it's just an issue.
Huh?
Weird. And the more fucking Endless Winter. Jeez.
That's so bad.
So bad.
This is a Black Adam one shot. Is this even part? Yeah, it says.
Yeah, it's
Endless
part.
Winter part 8.
Just a time waster, guys. Just a time waster.
That's all it is.
Secret Origin. Let's look at this one. Oh, I opened it twice.
Scott Snyder and Jeff Johns.
Yeah, that's why I want to take a peek. Ryan Benjamin's doing the art. DCU's darkest secrets are explored while 2 titans clash. The heroes search for a way to defeat Darkest Night through the universe's past, while Superboy Prime faces down the demonic Batman.
Man, I forgot Superboy Prime was even a thing in this series.
Oh, dude, totally.
Dude, I'm done.
Man, after that last issue, guys, I'm tapped out.
It's just
I am
bad.
just tapped.
Dude,
Dude.
there's a Gary Frank doing the JSA though.
Ooh.
That's actually pretty good.
That's a really
But
cool
go ahead.
cover,
Yeah, I'm tapped out too, man. I'm just
Tapped
done.
out.
It's just overstayed its welcome.
Agreed.
Just done.
It's absolutely overstated. It's welcome.
Through. More Detective Comics.
I think this is the last Tomasi issue.
Yeah, I think so too.
These Lee Bermejo covers have been
Ooh.
wonderful. This series. Let's move on. Justice League Dark, number 29. This is also an Endless Winter tie-in, so the fun is over. The great run is over. So 28 issues in that amazing run that Adam could not quit raving about.
30 it goes back to Ram V, so it's still going after Future State.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Man, as Mr. News Guy, you haven't been looking at any of the DC news.
I read the March solicits. I don't remember seeing it. Oh well.
It's just hard to be excited about DC right now. Still,
Last God is something to get excited about. It's pretty good.
No, it is pretty good actually.
It's what Conan should be over at Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
I like its artist, Ricardo Federici. He's great.
Federici. What did we used to? Was he on Flash?
He was on Aquaman for a little bit.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
I remember Adam and I talking about him. Wonder Woman 769. This is an okay Joshua Middleton Wonder Woman cover. A little animation style.
I dig it. I dig it.
Just a few days away from that second movie, man. Very excited.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, there's the DC. I am not looking forward to anything from
Nothing.
DC.
Not really, no.
Let's get into some of the good books. Department of Truth,
There.
number 4.
Yes.
Man, this has been such a great series. What if enough people believed in a conspiracy theory and that made the conspiracy theory come true? That's basically what this book is about. There is a government agency that tries to stop that from happening while a counter agency tries to make it happen. It's really fun. It's James Tynion. Martin Simmons is killing it on the art. One of my favorite new series this year over at Image. Oh, Family Tree. That's been a fun book. That's Jeff Lemire. Gideon
2 Jeff
Falls.
Lemire books.
Yep.
Oh,
And Gideon Falls.
Oh, it's got a Lemire
Last one.
variant cover. Oh.
Oh gosh, that's
Man,
I
That's
love
awesome.
Jeff Lemire.
I
I
love
love
Jeff
Jeff
art.
Lemire. Oh, that's
Me
awesome.
too, man. Me too.
Isn't that the
Also,
last one?
Yeah, it's the last issue.
Oh my gosh.
Gideon Falls? Yeah. I was just going to say, isn't this the last Gideon Falls?
Man, this has been pound for pound the best book on shelves since it's come out. 80 pages, $8, extra big size.
Worth the dollars.
That's
worth
totally
the
worth it.
dollars.
Oh, it's worth it. Yeah. I'm stoked. Ice Cream Man, number 22. Been a really good series. It's a horror sort of anthology that tells
a lot of
different
fun.
stories. Yeah, it is a whole lot of fun.
So long.
Philadelphia is really good.
Mhm.
This is with Jason Sean Alexander, who is actually a local Middle Tennessee guy, and Rodney Barnes. It's a great book. Man, Image is
This is
killing
a
it
good
this
week for Image because also,
Redneck's back.
yeah, Redneck's back, Scumbags here this week. I mean, dude,
Scumbag,
yeah,
Adam
Scumbag.
digging the hell out of Scumbag.
I like Scumbag. That was a good
I
book.
love Scumbag, man. Oh yeah,
And
this
that's
is going to be a really good week.
That's it for me at Image. Moving on to Dark Horse.
Oh, I'm also reading Sea of Stars. I don't know if you guys are reading that, Jason Aaron.
Yeah, that's the
It's
Jason
fun.
Aaron book. I didn't like it.
I
First
stuck
couple
around.
issues, I didn't.
It got good. It's a Jason Aaron book. It's very much a Jason Aaron book.
Sure. Nothing for me at Dark Horse. The Umbrella Academy book I heard has been okay, but I haven't been reading it.
It's been all right. It's par for the course. It's
Motherfucker
like
read
a. I do. I read everything, guys. I have the
Comic book history of animation. Drops another issue. Scarenthood seems like it's coming out really quick.
Yeah, I was
It
just
does.
thinking that.
It does.
Yeah.
I did read the second issue. The first issue was okay.
You didn't read the second one?
Nah, I haven't gotten
Yeah,
around to the second one yet.
I didn't either.
I'm not getting this one because I read the second issue.
It didn't get better.
Good. I'm gonna take
It's
your word
not.
for it.
It's par for the
Sea of
course.
Sorrows. This is a pretty damn good series. Well, at least the first issue was good. It's underwater horror sort of thing.
I like underwater horror. Yeah.
Love underwater horror.
Me
I'm
too,
from the
man.
ocean. This shit's scary.
This motherfucker. I'm from the ocean.
I am. That shit scares me. The ocean's scary.
Star Wars Adventures Smuggler's Run. That might actually be okay. Greg Rucka
Yeah, Greg Rucka.
writing Star Wars.
I'm probably gonna get this because it's.
We
Greg
should
Rucka
we should
writing
start doing
Star
a Star Wars podcast. I'm serious.
We should. There's a lot of
I
Star
don't know.
Wars.
I
to talk
don't
about.
want anything. I don't want anywhere near Star Wars discourse.
Yeah, because
I
their
don't think
fans
it'd
are
be
the
discourse.
worst. Their fans are the
I
worst.
like Star Wars, even the sequel trilogy.
I have
love
nothing against. I have nothing against Star Wars. I just want
It's Star
nothing
Wars
to do
fan.
with talking about Star Wars with other Star Wars fans.
Agreed.
Oh,
Agreed.
well-
Here's the thing, Gomer. We're Star Trek fans first, and we can appreciate loving everything. Star Wars fans don't even love Star Wars.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, dude,
I
I
may
got
have to
into
go
an
back
argument
to
with
the drawing
somebody
board on that,
about
you're
the
Star
the
Wars
new
fans
trilogy.
find a way to zap the fun out of everything.
You're not wrong, dude.
They hate everything so much.
Even if it's like from an angle. All right, for example, I've been communicating a lot with a lot of people about that sort of shit, and things about Legends keep coming up. The expanded universe is now called Legends, and I'm like, no, Legends is dead, dude. And like, well, they keep pulling from it. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's what they said they were going to do from the beginning.
Yeah.
When they made the announcement.
Why wouldn't they pull from it?
Exactly.
Of course,
When they
of
made the
course.
announcement.
It's Medi Ray for them to pull from.
Exactly. they're basically using the expanded universe the same way the MCU uses the comics. They're pulling what they want and leaving everything else behind. I told them the reason
They're pulling
they
the good shit, leaving the bad shit behind. Because
exactly, dude.
there's a lot of bad shit in that.
There's a lot of shit you have to ignore. All of the new Jedi Order shit with Luke training and getting married. You can't have that anymore because of this series. You can't.
And not only that, to be fair, as someone who enjoyed a lot of that, it got a little too convoluted with the timeline. It's hard to figure out when shit happened, when this book happened, and this book happened, and this book happened.
That's another thing. These new writers and new producers and new directors, they need to have a cleaner slate in order to do the things that they need to do. So yeah, we want Chewbacca back. He was dead in the expanded universe. Yeah. We want Thrawn. Thrawn was literally announced. The new novel series was announced the same time they announced that the expanded universe was going to become Legends.
Yeah, dude, he was in Rebels. He was in Rebels. Dude,
yeah, he was canon.
He had his own miniseries. Look, man, the thing about these freaking a-holes is Disney took over and they said, look, some of it we'll put in the Marvel comics. So that way the Marvel comics are worth reading because they physically fill in gaps we don't want to physically shoot. We'll give you animated series to fill in other gaps. We'll make new TV shows. But everything sticks to a specific timeline within canon. They're not all over the place. Nothing steps on anybody's toes. Everything is very concise in what they've done with
dude.
Star Wars.
Exactly.
I'm a Star Trek guy. I need that concise timeline.
It feels like don't even
I'm
get
a Star Wars guy over Star Trek. But Star Trek is more fun than Star Wars now. And that's saying something. That's the show where they just stand around and talk the whole time.
Yeah.
That's more fun than Star Wars now.
I know, it's so funny.
In terms of the fan base, but
yes.
Right now, if you take the last few things that Star Wars has done in terms of screen, video games, books, this might be the best time Star Wars has had in 40 years.
And the worst fan base to receive
it is. It really is.
They suck, man.
The CGI was shit. Oh my, that's what you're gonna bitch about?
Yeah. Dude, I got into an argument with somebody today about how the prequel trilogy was twice what the new trilogy is, and I just couldn't talk to them anymore. I couldn't look them in the eyes. I couldn't look them in the eyes.
People liking whatever they want to like.
I agree. No, I
want to celebrate it.
Oh, totally. But here's the thing. They wouldn't acknowledge. I was like, look, dude, if you like the prequel trilogy, cool, man. I just really liked the new trilogy. He's like, if you like the new trilogy, you don't like Star Wars. I was like, whoa, dude, that's not what I said.
So messed up, dude. And I'm not even going to comment on the whole weird thing Kathleen Kennedy deals with. You know what I mean?
Oh, totally. Oh, man.
When they're losing.
You know, Kathleen Kennedy, the same person who has made literally every single movie that you love.
He's still on Mandalorian.
I mean, to be fair, guys, in
charge of Mandalorian. Everyone's like, "Oh no, it's Jon Favreau and Filoni." I'm like, "No, they're the creatives, EPs, but she's still overseeing all of this shit." And when shit sucks, man, the blame only goes one place. And when there's success, it doesn't seem to be a lot of praise to go around. And it's just weird to me. It's weird to me.
But it's not though, because these are the same guys who complained about Marvel's forced diversity, but never read Giant Size X-Men 1.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Anyway, we get more TF Back to the Future, number 2 by Kevin Scott. Speaking of Star Wars, he's actually writing the High Republic book.
Yeah.
And Wants to Moo. Good series. The first issue was good. It retreaded a little bit to set up the status quo, but I'm stoked.
It's actually a good Transformers book.
Yeah, I'm glad with future Megatron being, taking over the whole world and everything. That's pretty cool.
Oh, I'm all for it. I love all hair Megatron, so
yeah. Another Amazing Spider-Man number 54.
Oh man, this series is dead in the water. Dead in the water.
It's crawling. It's snail's pace, man.
Man, I never thought I'd live to see Venom be a more interesting book than Amazing Spider-Man.
Venom's so good.
Oh my god, it's awesome. I can't believe Amazing Spider-Man's terrible and Venom is better. Todd McFarlane must be laughing right now. Just every day he laughs a little bit more.
Excalibur.
Excalibur feels to me like a little bit more of an important book now coming out of X of Swords because it's the Otherworld book.
Agreed.
It's exactly what I was going to say. So yeah, I'm excited to see. Ooh, that's a nice breakfast. Look at that. Nice seeing Rogue and Gambit getting back, to it. Yeah, this feels like to me it's going to be like the book that resettles everything, after the sort of settles the dust a little bit, so we can get on with what's coming next. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Hawkeye Free Fall is collected. One of the books I'm looking forward to, King in Black #2. Are you fuckers ready for this preview?
Oh
This
man,
preview is insane.
Oh
He
shit!
just falls. He falls. Eddie Brock fell off the building in issue 1, and he don't get caught because
Damn.
why?
No, he spends a
Spider-Man
whole
was the only
issue just thinking
motherfucker
about
around.
it.
Spider-Man don't catch anybody who's fallen. Okay, we know this. It's one of his
poor Gwen.
shticks.
Poor Gwen.
So Dylan, promised me you'll get Dylan. As Spider-Man don't know what to do. Null is just pissed, and look who fucking shows up. But
Holy
Nullified Heroes. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. That's X-Men and the FF and Cap. I can't wait. I don't even know who's this.
That
With the
Doc
green
Samson?
hair. I don't know,
I
maybe.
don't know who that is.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see that.
I'm so
I
stoked
mean,
for this book.
I
Look
was
at how
so
cool
giddy
that
when I
art.
saw this preview.
I got chills.
That's a $5 event book.
I'm
And we
buying
got
it.
some. Ooh, a
Guaranteed
spoiler
buy.
cover.
Ooh.
Oh. We also get a king-size Conan. This is an exercise special
By
edition.
Crumb.
Thomas
Kurt
Busiek,
Busiek, yeah.
Claremont writing some
Oh,
Conan on
Eastman.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Eastman tonight. Steve McNiven
Oh,
doing the story or drawing
I like
the story.
Pete Woods too.
Yeah.
and Kevin Eastman's doing the art. Is he doing the
Ooh.
Eastman
Yes.
writing and
And Jesus
Oh.
Diaz. I haven't seen that guy in a long time. He needs
Yeah.
to be in more stuff. He had a good Swamp Thing run back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is another book that's on the top of my list, even though it's a $7.
Damn,
book.
I'm getting this book.
Dude. This is gonna
Oh.
be great. Is there a preview for this? There is. Let's look at this.
Oh.
There we go.
Ooh.
Steve McNiven.
Oh.
Oh. Very nice.
Yep. Yep, I'm getting this book. Damn.
Yeah, me too.
Damn.
man.
Damn it.
Damn it.
I hate this show.
My wallet hates this show. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Kevin Eastman.
Oh.
Great. I don't
Oh,
even know who that is. That's not Eastman. But oh man. All right, that's gonna be that's the second book that's on
Wow.
my list. We do get a Nau cover and we get a Pacheco cover. Maestro wraps up the series. That's actually getting a spin-off of this spin-off called Pax and War and Pax.
Yep. I'm gonna read it. Oh, that Clunin cover's cool though.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, I like Becky Clooney.
It's all right. Oh, I don't mind Becky Clooney at all. This cover's just. I am not a Maestro fan. Okay,
I know you're not.
I don't give a shit.
I've always read it. It's a Peter David book. I support Peter David.
Sure.
I want him to write more books. Whatever book he's writing, I always pick up because I always want him to get back on a book I actually really like.
Nice.
Especially with She-Hulk coming back. Let Peter David write a new She-Hulk book. The show's about to start. That's why I buy this book.
I don't think you're gonna get it. Not a Peter David She-Hulk book.
He's the best. I know, because they don't want that show to be like that book. But I do want him to write.
I'm hoping it follows the Charles Soule run because it's supposed to be
I know.
A legal comedy.
legal comedy, and his run was
Fucking
legal
Night Court.
comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Night
was
Court.
great.
Spider-Woman #7 is a King in Black tie-in. I'm not reading that. Bounty Hunters #8. This is Jerry Duggan, isn't it? Jerry Duggan? No, it's Sachs. Ethan Sachs is writing that with Paola Vianelli. I heard it was good, man. Eli's the only one I know reading it, but he says he's enjoying it.
It's actually a lot of fun. I've been reading it.
And
I'm
USA.
still reading all the Star Wars books.
No.
They're all right.
And now I'm
They're
not
all
doing the show either. You guys talk me out of it.
Good.
Nothing at Dynamite.
Nope.
Another week.
Nothing new there.
Nothing
Nope.
at Dynamite. Just some
Cheesecake.
covers.
Mars Attacks though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Mars
Red
Attacks,
Sonja.
It's like a crossover. It's weird, dude.
They
That's
just needed to get more Cheesecake and Mars
Not that
Attack.
Mars Attacks isn't fucking weird as hell, you know.
Yeah, Mars Attack is really fucking weird.
Moving on to Boom, we got a new Dune book. It's the second issue of that. Of course we do, because there's a movie coming out.
Yep.
Here we go.
I was
Firefly.
just gonna point out this book because do you know who's writing this book?
Greg Pak.
Greg Pak.
Dan McDade doing it. So this is the end of the first ever Firefly event, and now everything changes. So this is sort of resetting the universe. It's fucking $8, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't realize there were that many Firefly fans still.
Yeah,
So
man.
like 20 fucking years ago now.
I know, seriously though.
Anyway, new Jim Henson book. These have actually been pretty damn good. Between the Labyrinth books and the what's that other damn one they're doing? The I don't know. They do these different ones where there's a different
Dark Crystal. There was a Dark Crystal book not that long ago.
There was a Dark Crystal. There was a Fraggle Rock one, but it was called The Storyteller. It was pretty rad, dude.
Yeah,
it was pretty damn rad. It was just like Amazing Stories, kind of, but fantasy in comic form. But I mean, it's Labyrinth. It's a franchise
It's gonna
book.
be fun. It's gonna be fun.
This is not a new Klaus book. This is a reprinting of an old Klaus book. Morrison hasn't given us a new Klaus book this year. This is like a tradition.
Yeah.
Every year we get, like for 5 years now, we've gotten a new Klaus book.
Yeah, it's strange.
Kind of pissed.
Whatever. I'm kind of done with Morrison.
Yeah. That Lantern.
Klaus has been dope, dude. Klaus
has been dope. Yeah. But you know what? That Lantern run is just not the Morrison I was hoping for.
Yeah, it's not.
The first season was cool.
It was I
love that. What was it? The Black Racers?
It looked really cool.
It did. It looked really cool.
Which hit its shitty writing.
Yeah, man.
I mean, like, all right. With wasn't he in a hospital or something for a minute?
That's season 2.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, no, dude. Here's what I'm gonna say.
Remember what happened in season 1? No, the whole universe like ended in season 1.
Yeah, and then it had a 3-issue miniseries where he was in an Elseworlds because Morrison can only resolve his plots in Elseworlds worlds.
This seems like an Elseworlds. This doesn't seem like it's in continuity this season.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
Because he's going into other universes and stuff.
Oh,
I've been spent on Hal
Universe
Jordan
13 or something right now
for a while, and this whole run has burned me out on watching Hal Jordan do things as Green Lantern at this point.
How many times can he have the same fucking conversation with Carol Ferris?
Oh my god, exactly. It's exhausting. It is exhausting to deal with this relationship that's got Carol's always more interesting when she's dating another Lantern.
Yes. Remember when she dated Kyle for a minute?
Yes,
that was fun. They just dropped that shit.
Way more interesting when she did Kyle becoming the White Lantern. This story sucks.
You guys just love Kyle. All right, moving on from Boom.
Interesting.
Actually, no Power Rangers. Sorry.
No Power Rangers. That's just
moving on to everything else. Again, if you see something, say something. It seems like it's kind of a small week for small press.
I don't Christmas. I don't blame them.
What is this? Claim Song of Fire and Ice? Oh, this looks like a fucking ripoff.
Oh yeah, it's like a kid's book.
Fire and Ice, come on. Cold Dead Hands, another Crossed. Oh
gosh.
This is the 2013 annual. This is the 2014 annual. These are
all the annuals.
No, these are all the books that Dynamite couldn't get rid of during convention this year. So they're selling them through Diamond now.
That's ridiculous.
They always do that. So, I mean, Cross is okay though, you know.
Yeah.
If you're into that shit, you can't unsee.
Yeah, if you're into that shit.
Yeah.
You can't unsee that stuff, man. It's insane.
Oof.
Yeah. It's like Walking Dead if they were all homicidal maniacs.
Yeah. That's the polite way to explain it.
It really is. Yeah, man, I ain't got nothing. Electric Black presents. I don't even know what that is. How do I not know? Oh, it's Scout. Yeah, I don't know what this is.
That's fine.
Is that supposed to be Jesus?
I don't know.
Moving on. Look, see, God is Dead.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this is Avatar. Oh no, it's not Dynamite. It's Avatar Press.
Avatar, yeah.
Press does,
They do Cross
Cross.
and God
Yeah.
is Dead.
So
Yep.
this is them again getting rid of all of these books that were probably going to be convention fodder. You know, I don't know.
I don't know
More
who's
God is
buying God is Dead.
Nobody.
That
That's
shit
why they have
sucks.
so many. Look how many there are.
It had
the whole
Hickman's
run.
name on it, so you know I snatched it up.
I know, just the first few, and then I got reminded about Mike Costa being just okay at writing comic books. And he could not write that book to save his life.
Look at all of this. God is Dead. Yeah,
Is that
they're
King
really.
Ghidorah? Do we go back up? Yeah, it
Yeah.
is
That
King
is.
Ghidorah. They have a King Ghidorah in this book.
What the fuck?
What the fuck happened in this book?
I'm not reading it. I'm not reading
No.
it. Grendel, Kentucky, number 4.
I like Greenville, Kentucky. It's been a
I
fun
fell
book.
off. I fell off. It's the last issue though, so
Yeah.
it's nice to wrap it up in 4 issues. You know, you usually don't see that nowadays. Gosh, we're only in the M's. I haven't found anything.
No.
Oh my gosh. Pictures of everything else. Let's take a peek at this, see what's going on here. Vault Comics, Dan Waters, Kishori Mohan. Looks like a horror book. As the 20th century dawns, art promises to change the world and steep it in blood. A rash of impossible killings sweep through Paris, tearing the rich and beautiful apart in their beds. When 2 art thieves stumble upon the portraits of the victims damaged in the exact same manner they died. Okay, they died. It appears the man who once painted the immortal portrait of Dorian Gray has returned with darker plans. It's pretty rad.
So
That's
is
cool.
is it Death Note with paintings?
It's
Yeah,
Death
that's
Note
what
with
it sounds
paintings.
like. It's Death Note with paintings.
Genius. That would have never occurred to me. But yes, it's Death Note, but the Dorian
painting.
Gray. Awesome.
Interesting.
Red Winter trade paperback. That's good timing for that. New Rick and Morty book. I got nothing, gents.
Nah, man. Nah, I'm not seeing much.
Oh, EXO. I am reading that.
EXO, finally.
Surprisingly.
It's only been a year.
Yeah, it's only taken absolutely forever.
So yeah, there you go. There are your books for the week. My top 3, man.
Nothing DC.
King in Black. Yeah, nothing DC.
No.
I'll go with King in Black. Gosh, I'll go with King Size Conan.
That's an impressive one.
I could pick another Marvel book. I could pick Excalibur, but I will pick. I'll pick Gideon Falls 27 because it wraps the series. Those are my top 3 books. I could pick all 3 Image books too. There's a lot of good Image stuff this week.
There is a lot of Image this week.
Yeah, I'm
Adam,
gonna
what are you
go.
looking forward to?
I'm gonna go King in Black. Definitely, because that's just that first issue was like the perfect first issue big event book.
100% agree.
Excalibur. I'm excited to see what goes on in Excalibur, how it shakes out, you know?
Yeah,
because they're definitely going to put a lot of pieces together.
The status quo was shaken up because of the event. It's time to see how they get back to it. New Mutants and X-Force both did a great job of settling right back in.
All of the X books have done a good job of putting the pieces back together.
Yeah,
I said that last week. I put it over again this week.
Cool.
The X books have literally done everything a Marvel book should do pre, post, and during an event.
And then my Image book is going to be Scumbag number 3.
That's a great pick.
I could pick that one too. I could pick that one too. Jules, 3 books. That's it. X books and.
Man, I know you guys literally picked all the books I was thinking.
You can pick the books we picked.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I definitely want to read Excalibur.
Dibs.
I definitely want to read Scumbag. I definitely want to read Gideon Falls.
Department of Truth is out there.
Department of Truth is a Family Tree are definitely other books I'm really. Ice Cream Man. It's a good week for Image and Marvel. Once again, I will put that over every time. This has been their year. Those 2 publishers have consistently put out something worth reading every week. Whether it be a lot of books or a few books, every week I can earmark myself for paying Marvel and Image a lot of money for something I'm going to enjoy. And I cannot say that about any other publisher consistently all year long.
Yeah.
This was their year. This was their year. They steadied the course.
Yep.
I agree with you, man. I'm trying to think of something that DC did.
Yeah,
that
man.
must read for me, and I mean,
just
not that,
wasn't.
I mean, but it's weird because one of my favorite books of the year was The Other History of the DC Universe.
Oh, it's a great. Here's what I'm gonna say. Everybody has had something, but not every single week, all year long.
Yeah. And even like Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's great.
I'm gonna read fucking Nightwing.
Yeah.
I hate Dick Grayson. I fucking hate Nightwing. I'm reading Nightwing. It's Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo on Nightwing. I'm sorry, I'm gonna read it. I don't care what they're doing together. I'm gonna pick it up. So yeah, they made me like Suicide Squad. I had never liked the Suicide Squad book before.
Same.
So now they're gonna make me fall in love with fucking Dick.
Yeah.
I don't want to like Dick.
Hey, he's Dick again though. At least he's not.
Hey,
Rick.
at least he's Dick again now.
Yeah.
Not whatever, Richard or whatever.
Richard.
Rich.
Oh, that's awful. That was awful. That was stupid to do.
So it's a pretty hype week. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm excited, man. We're gonna talk about.
I can't wait for that book, honestly.
Dude, I can't wait.
Man, that first issue, guys.
So
that was
good.
so good. That's one of those books that reminds me like why you read Marvel during the event.
I need to call the shop tomorrow. I'll probably email them and let them know that they need to pull that for me.
Yeah.
I didn't put it on my list. I should have.
Got to. Stupid. I'll get that book.
I know. I should.
Stupid.
Awesome. Well, that's it, guys. That's a wrap. Thanks everybody for listening, hanging out. You're either on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter, at least for the time being, until they get rid of Periscope. So if you're on one of those platforms, go to those other two platforms, search out Outright Geekery, give us a like and a follow. We'd really appreciate it. Go to patreon.com/Outright Geekery. We just want $1 a month, little tip, just a tip. We'd appreciate it. Check out all the other shows we do. We got the Sunday night show where we're talking news and reviews. We have our irregular Tuesday nighters with Geekterion Collection and Top 5. Tune in next Tuesday, not tomorrow, but next Tuesday, the 29th, for our year-end extravaganza. I guess that's what we're going to call it.
Yeah, that's what we should call it.
Fireworks. That'll be the last show of the year.
It's exciting.
That's exciting. Yeah. We're just going to shoot the shit for an hour or so about what our favorite things from this year were. There wasn't much of stuff this year.
No,
there
really.
wasn't a lot of stuff.
I honestly don't know if I have a favorite movie for the year. Or anything
my
like
favorite
that.
movie, spoiler alert, Hamilton.
Oh,
I wouldn't have made it through 2020 the same person if I did not have Hamilton this year. I watched it the first time and cried like a fucking blubbering baby. And as soon as it was over, I started it over from the beginning and watched it again and did the same fucking thing. But tomorrow, there'll be more of us just fucking wet works.
Yeah, I understand. Onward for me.
Oh, Onward's a good choice. Onward is a great choice.
Great choice.
The Old Guard on Netflix was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
There was also some good TV. Some pretty good TV.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the middle of Lovecraft country right now. Holy fuck! It's so damn good. It's so great. But because HBO Max went to Roku, so now I can catch up on all that HBO.
Nice.
So yeah, we're gonna do that. That's next Tuesday. We've also got our regular Sunday night show, this Monday night show. We got the Comic Book Bullies hanging out all the time and doing their stuff on the Facebook page. Check them out. They had a great show this week. They were talking about stuff. We also got Big Willie. I think he's actually streaming right now while we're streaming. He's been doing some interviews on Creators Outlet. Boxes opening. Like, he moved recently and it took him a long time to get his storage unit moved over. So now he's going through all of the stuff in his in the boxes from his storage unit. So that's been fun. He's also doing OK Boomer and reviews here and there. Just stay tuned to the damn channel and hang out. Tell your friends.
There's plenty.
Yeah, so much shit going on. So yeah, but most of all, I want to thank these two jokers for hanging out with this joker. Appreciate
Anytime,
it,
man.
We're gonna do it again all next time.
Same geek time, same geek channel.
So we need to get you for all the shit. Even if I just record that,
Recorded.
play it out.